We are reporting for headliners at the Young Muslims Advisory Group Conference in Leeds.
Young people and key decision makers were invited to discuss their views on matters such as community cohesion, violent extremism, political engagement and artistic expression.
The organisers ensured the young audience participated through voting, interactive workshops and discussions led by YMAG members.
Check it. Somebody tell me how we going to teach them when we find it hard to reach them. Affected by a system lacking understanding, love and wisdom. Dysfunctional families breed deserted seeds, searching for guidance so they roam in the streets chasing.
What inspired you to get involved? What was your personal experience with?
Well, my personal experience stemmed from a lot of community involvement, from running play schemes to involved with Islamic societies at university, and I saw a lack of dialogue, a lack of conversation with the government.
The conference was attended by young people from different communities and decision makers such as Community Secretary Hazel Blears.
So, what is the government doing to raise awareness of different faiths for young people?
Well, obviously setting up the Young Muslims Advisory Group has been a massive step forward, and this conference, over 300 people, not just Muslims but people from Jewish background, Hindus and also people of no faith, and I think that sense of bringing people together so we understand each other. You know, the time when you get difficulty is when I've never met you, I don't understand you, and I don't know your background and your culture, and I think now we're such a diverse country, we've all got to get to know each other a bit better.
Do you think your questions have been answered about any issue that you had?
Well, I think there were a lot of questions and there was only a limited amount of time in which these questions could have been answered. But I think it's definitely a step in the right direction. A few voices were heard, and if we carry on along this path, and hopefully, we'll end up getting somewhere.
How did you find the question and answer session? The one here or before? Before, yeah. That was I was not very impressed by it. I just felt. I guess there was no other way of doing it, in the sense that it was you can't really have a panel discussion and then have the kind of audience butting in and say, no, I disagree with you on that. But it would have been nice to have a dialogue with the kind of with Hazel Blears and kind of the other panel members. So I was unimpressed because I thought that they were able to get away with their comments and not have any kind of rebuttal from the audience.
And what have you been doing in the workshops?
I was just in a workshop about gun culture, and it was just basically going over the culture of guns, knife crime as well, and also about the youth culture as well with it. So that was basically it.
I went to the performance one and I was looking at Muslims in Western society and terrorism. It was really insightful because it gives you both perspectives of Western, and it was amazing. It was really good.
Muhammad Yahya wasn't the only one spitting rhymes.
I'm so sick of these fake dreams, so sick of these lies. We chase riches, but we're only building castles in the skies. Realize we ain't eating if we're being fed lies. Dropping bombs over Gaza, Mr. Brown closed his eyes. He's closing our eyes and he's silencing cries. And Clinton says Israel is delaying supplies. So we're packing our bags because we choose to rise and we won't make it back, so we say our goodbyes. Iraq is bad and Iran are terrorists, and if we're bent on killing people, why do infidels still exist? Exist because this story comes with a twist. I wouldn't waste time adding people to my hit list. Now we're all labelled villains, like we're all extremists, like I walk around with bombs strapped to my... Look, I'm about to end this game and Brown thinks I'm dodgy because I got a Muslim name. Thank you very much for that.
That was amazing. Brilliant. Do you think the conference has made you aware of any other issues around public or within any experience of your own?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, before, you can get all kind of caught up in the fact that nothing's being done and nothing's actually helping anything, but it's made me aware of everything that's going on, and it's really kind of encouraging to know it's all out there and we can get involved and stuff, so yeah.
I think it's been a really good idea, actually, because then you get views from all different backgrounds rather than just the views of the Muslim community.
Do you think this conference has made a change to how people look at Islam and their perspective of it?
Well, I think people who are non-Islamic who came to this event, knowing that it's organised by the Young Muslim Advisory Group, will appreciate that Muslims are open, that Muslims are now, they're not people who want to tackle their problems by themselves, because they know that any problem that they have is in fact a problem which some other community might have, and for that reason that's why we opened the doors up, and I think it showed a positive light to Islam.
I think the best part of the conference was when everybody from different sort of regions and religions came together and mixed together and got to know each other, because no one actually knew the space gap between different cultures and communities.
With the questions, the rapping and the activities, the workshops, I think it was awesome day. And that's it.